Hey, Tap here. So, for the next 12 weeks, I'm prioritizing self. Whispers Behind My Smile is a 12-week journey within. I will be providing myself with abundance of self care, self love, and self nurturing over these coming weeks. And the goal is to really kick off my transformation journey that I started last month. I'm doing it with intention, and you've heard me mention it before about being selfishly intentional. And when I'm deciding to take a path like this and still juggle all of my responsibilities, I still have the job and all of those other commitments that I spoke of in the previous post, those don't go away. And probably starting to do this now in the month of December, which is probably one of the most chaotic months of the year because everybody's trying to wind up or wind down the year, trying to get everything done, already planning for the new year, rushing to get festive gifts if you celebrate the holiday season. There's a lot going on, but there's always going to be a lot going on. There's never going to be the right time. The right time is when you decide to just start. And you may fall off the wagon or fall off the path. But if you take this week and just really focus on what are your intentions, let's build the foundation for what we're trying to accomplish. Let's think about our why. Those help navigate you back on track. And yes, you may fall off. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that even if you do fall off, you take a moment, shake off the dust, and get back on the path and just continue. It really is that simple. Now, I'm using 12 weeks because I feel that that's what I need to do. The first 4 weeks is going to be me trying to figure it out. The next 4 weeks is going to be me just trying to stabilize. And the last 4 weeks is trying to get myself into a good rhythm and flow where after the 12-week period, I can continue from there. And I'm pretty sure I already have something lined up that I'm going to do after these 12 weeks. But I need to set the foundation, and that this first 12 weeks is really doing that. But this first week is the very first layer of the foundation. So the 5 areas that I'm going to be focusing on over the next 12 weeks are mindfulness, movement, nourishment, body and soul care, and home. And each of these areas are very important to me. And I'm already applying, love, nurturing, and care to these areas. But some areas I need to dial up a little bit more. I need to be more disciplined, more consistent. So over these 12 weeks, I'm going to do just that. But starting with week 1, laying the foundation, setting intentions, I'm going to ask you, do you set intentions today? Do you take a moment and start your week with an intention in mind? Do you decide to do it daily? There's many times I've posted on Instagram, and I always ask that question even when I was live streaming on twitch.tv. And that question was, what is the one thing you can do for yourself? One thing. It doesn't have to be big. It could be something really simple like adjusting the alarm clock and sleeping in for an extra 15 minutes. It could be, if you're able to take a day off of work and do absolutely nothing but sit on the couch and veg. Maybe it's going and getting a manicure and pedicure for yourself to treat yourself to something, buying a new shirt, buying a new dress. There are so many different ways that we can take a moment and do something intentional to pamper ourselves, to give ourselves some self-love. And if you can go big and book that trip and jump on a plane and do that, then great. Book the trip, jump on a plane, and go and enjoy a vacation. But it doesn't always have to be elaborate. The win is that you're doing something for yourself. That's the most important thing. So I've talked about the 5 areas. And in the video, I went into detail on some of those things in these areas that I really want to focus on. But I'm going to ask you and turn this over to you. When you sit down to create some intentions for yourself, what is your process? Do you actually set intentions? Are you interested in starting to set intentions? What are the areas of your life that you would like to focus on over the next 12 weeks? Do you want to join me on this journey? Whispers Behind My Smile is curated by me for me. I would like to know that it can help inspire you to curate something for you, by you, that will work with the flow of your life. Maybe you work nights, maybe you work days, maybe you're an entrepreneur. Your life and your schedule and your responsibilities will look very different from mine. but the goal is still the same: giving yourself an abundance of self-care, self-love, and self-nurturing, and prioritizing you first. And that should always be what you do first. But so many of us, including myself, I don't do that really well. And that's why I'm being really intentional now by taking the time to do so. So, this week, week 1 of the 12 weeks, it's all about the foundation, building a foundation that works for you. So take a moment over the next couple of days. I will be back, but take a moment over the next couple of days and just ask yourself, if you can, scribble it down on a notebook or in your note app in your phone. What would you want to focus on over the next 12 weeks? Specifically for you, towards you, to help you, to prioritize you. What are those areas? What would success look like for you? What's your why for wanting to do so? I can't answer any of these questions for you. I'm just sitting beside you on the virtual couch, supporting you along the way. So I'm going to get ready to tap out here because I do want to sit down and spend some more time with my journal before I call it a night. And I'm just going to leave the thought with you again. There is no reason why you should not be prioritizing you, regardless of all of the other demands and requirements and expectations that you have through your day-to-day life. Join me on the next 12 weeks and take that journey within to focus on you and silence the whispers behind your smile. Peace, love, and blessings.